Hello guys, welcome to What the Click episode number 61. My name is Adam Lobo.
And I'm Vernon. Great to be back.
And yes, this week's episode we're going to be laying down the topic properly instead of going straight to what I did last week. First and foremost, we're going to be talking about a brand new phone that Nothing has quietly decided to release. You know how usually Nothing has all the leaks and stuff, but this time around they just said, here you go, we're going to release a B variant of a phone.
Well, there were leaks and then they were quickly kind of...
Yeah, so the gap was very short. We'll talk about that. And then there is this very interesting product called the Sony REON Pocket Pro Plus Personal Portable AC. Very applicable no matter which country you're from, because even I came back from the US. During the day, it was freaking hot. Then there's also our favorite topic, which is Meta, because they came up with a Meta One subscription plan. So Vernon specifically and I will be breaking down what you need to pay if you want to go with this particular subscription. Don't we all love subscription plans?
We love
thank you, Meta.
And we love Meta.
And for who asked for this, as usual, I won't see it until we watch this episode. It's called the Flint Paper Battery. One look here, I thought it was Flintstones.
I was about to say Flintstones. Yeah.
Wow, really? I guess it's our age, lah, bang. Okay.
Nobody knows what Flintstones is.
Yeah. Do you know what's Flintstones? Oh, he does know.
Oh, okay.
Our boy, Nicholas, who is born in year 2001, he knows what's Flintstones, lah. That's good.
Maybe
Good
he
job.
watched it when he was a baby.
And that's true. Maybe that was his
2 years
go-to.
ago.
Okay, Abang, let's dive into news number one, which is the Nothing Phone 4B. So there was a gap, right? So the leaks were there. What's interesting is that you covered it first.
Yeah.
And then after 1 day of you covering the leaks, Nothing say, oh, the leaks is out. Let us release it. So give us a lowdown of that.
Yeah. I mean, prior to the leak, there was announcement on X by CMF's co-founder, or Nothing's co-founder, who is also CMF CEO, I think. Akis Evangelidis. What a name. Evangelidis.
Yeah, met him before. Very nice guy.
So he announced that there will not be a CMF Phone 3 Pro.
Oh, so this is
For
replacing
this
it.
year, meaning there is not going to be another device for this year. And this is, as you know, is probably because of the memory crisis. So things are going up in prices, especially components, especially flash memory and RAM and RAM prices. However, Carl Pei's team just decided to send out a teaser on a device that was at that point speculated to be 4B, because if you watch the video, it shows a designer drafting a sketch of the phone with a single lens, which we talked about. And then at the end of the video was the designer laying out pencils, 1A, 2B, 3B, and 4B, to just speculate what the name was. And like you said, as you mentioned, like a day or two after, Nothing released a media note that they are, releasing this phone 4B, officially called the B series. Now, they've never released the B series.
Yeah, it's a brand new
It was
series.
always A.
Yeah.
And this is supposed to be serving the true budget, segment.
Yeah, it's
Which I find it weird, because that's where kind of CMF comes in.
yeah.
And so what's happening to CMF? So a lot of questions,
Yes,
I
we're
think,
gonna-
surrounding this.
We need to discuss.
But the cool thing about this media release was that they showed a picture, the actual picture of the product. The back view, of course. You see the camera module and all that. Looking very good. Looking a lot like the Phone 4A Pro.
Yep.
Obviously very inspired by it, but also very surprising because this is the B product.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like the low-end budget model, right? So looking very, very good for a budget device, which may be costing around, I don't know, sub 1,300 ringgit, maybe.
Okay.
So quite interesting. But yeah, so this is what they've revealed, and the official launch date for the Nothing Phone 4B is July 7th.
So this is a confirmed release.
Confirmed release.
6 p.m. Local time.
Malaysian time, yeah.
So you can check out their live stream on youtube.com/live, and we'll put a links at the show notes. So if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you can also check it out at the description below. Now, why are there two cameras when it's supposed to be, the leak says that it's a single lens?
Yeah, I think they threw people off by
quite
releasing
smart,
that
though.
video. That was quite smart. I wrote about Artica. I was duped. I wrote about a single lens and questioned why there was a single lens.
Yeah.
Obviously, because of component costs, just putting a single lens would save a little bit of cost and increase some margins. But I guess that's not what they wanted to do. In typical nothing way, they're packing a lot into the phone for the price. And I think the build quality looks pretty good too.
It does look very close to the Phone A Pro, the Phone 4A Pro. And one of the things which I also noticed is that I don't think there is only two cameras. Because if you look right in the middle, it looks like there's either some sort of sensor. Could that be a macro camera? Could that be like a color sensor? Because you see where the flash is right in the middle. That looks like an additional lens, probably like a macro lens or something along the lines.
Well spotted, but I think it's too small to be an actual camera lens. Like you say, it could be a sensor.
Could be like I don't think LiDAR, but for a
Definitely
phone
not
within this
LiDAR.
price. But
LiDAR got lah.
yeah, LiDAR. Yeah, so that is quite interesting. The only color that they revealed was this particular blue, right? I think compared to the 4A Pro, it was more of a metallic sheen kind of, and this one has the color. So
But
I
apparently
guess,
it's a soft skin friendly finish. I don't know what that means. Could be
maybe it's like those leather kind of finish.
silicone feel. It's polycarbonate, but it's
Yeah, it's
silicone
plastic,
feel.
but
But what's interesting, where the camera module is, that texture looks almost like denim of some sort.
It does. Oh yeah, it
I
does.
don't know what it is,
I'm
but-
zooming in nicely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it
also
does.
what's
It looks like
interesting, it has a
cloth.
glyph bar.
Yeah, so they decided to follow the similar glyph bar of the 4A, not the 4A Pro.
Yeah,
Because the 4A Pro had a glyph matrix. So the glyph bar is something that some Pro users also really love. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. For me, I prefer the glyph matrix just a little more, but the glyph bar also was a little more old school. Let's just put it that way,
I guess if you like putting your phone face down,
which none of us do.
none of us do, but some people do.
Yes.
It's good for notifications. If you have any apps that may push notifications, you get a visual kind of note from there. And some custom lighting patterns for whatever reason.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Other than that, from a looks perspective, do you personally like how this one looks?
I like it. I mean, you know how I like the 4A Pro, the blue,
Yeah.
which is really nice. I feel this sky blue kind of look. I think this looks good too. Like very denim like.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a 1,300 ringgit device.
Absolutely.
I think they kind of got it spot on. I mean, typical nothing. They
Let's
try
put
and push
on
the
our
envelope.
let's put on our nothing hats, right? Let's try to figure out
Absolutely nothing.
who is this phone for, right? Meaning, like, are they trying to go against the iPhone E series, or they're trying to go against the Samsung A series, or even like how Vivo has their Y series, like really that low end mid range / budget. I'm just trying to figure out where they're gonna and who they are going against.
I think that's pretty spot on. Where the low end of the A series, the 37,
the 37,
even lower, maybe the M.
Oh yeah. You forgot
Although
about
they
the M.
don't talk about the M a lot.
Yes.
But like market segments in like India, they do the M, which will be under 1,300, 1,500 ringgit, right? So
Correct.
I think that is the segment. Definitely not 17E. 17E is still what, 2,999, something like that. So that's not a cheap device.
The next question would be that one of the reasons why a lot of people, including us, we like Nothing phones is the Nothing OS.
Yeah.
I think if there was not going to be any sort of a compromise for the OS itself, which I doubt it, then it makes this a very compelling option. And we might see more people using a Nothing phone because of this particular segment.
Yeah.
Many interviews, Kalpe has said that if he wants to give an advice to an entrepreneur, do not open a smartphone company because he said it's not a profitable company. So I guess he's going down this so-called rabbit hole, although it's not a rabbit hole, of creating smartphones that is also budget. But doesn't this shoot their own foot because of no CMF? They said, we got no money for CMF, but I released the... So
I was going to ask you that question. Why is Nothing going down this path when they have a sub-brand, which is CMF, which is supposed to take care of more the low-end kind of segment?
Yep.
And I thought the strategy was to push Nothing a little bit higher.
Yep.
He talked about going premium, right?
Yes.
Selling more expensive phones.
Yeah.
The 4A Pro was a surprise for me because
it looked like premium.
mid-range, but there's a Pro moniker attached to it, which is not where Nothing is supposed to be going.
I totally agree.
Then now it's even more muddled because there's the 4B, which confuses me. But maybe that is something we might need to look at and accept. Maybe is CMF going to exist, or is just on hold for this year until the memory prices kind of stabilize? I don't know, but it seems like a very weird strategy.
I totally agree. I think maybe 10 to 20 episodes ago, I had this argument with the idea of why CMF even exists, because they should have just stuck to just Nothing. Because we are in the industry, we understand that CMF is under Nothing. For me, you notice Nothing doesn't have a smartwatch.
Yeah.
CMF has a smartwatch. But a general user do not know that, the CMF is under Nothing, right? They may think that it's a separate brand itself. On top of that, they're doing things like this, like the Nothing flagship. Then they decided to come up with the A series. Then now the B series. Then why on earth is the CMF even exists at this point in time? It feels very messy. Whoever is behind the scenes doing the marketing plan and the decision, if you're going to do this, you're right. Then does this mean that the CMF brand is going to be completely eradicated, or is this the way they plan to do moving forward?
But I'm sure Nothing as a phone brand has the data to prove that maybe Nothing is a bigger brand, and because of the challenges right now with memory prices and stuff like that, maybe it's better to focus on one, which is Nothing, which has a bigger brand, more well-known brand.
I agree.
And maybe CMF, to this point, not to say that it's not successful, but it's still not as big as a brand compared to Nothing, doesn't contribute as much to the bottom line as Nothing does. So that could be the thing. It could be a temporary thing. And maybe the target audience is actually different.
Okay.
I feel CMF because you know how CMF started, it was very modular, blah, 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 a lot of accessories.
It was modular first, then eventually they went back.
Again, so there's a little bit of overlap now.
Yep.
So I don't know. It's quite muddled at the moment.
Yeah. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I just feel like the existence of CMF should not even be the case. Look at what Samsung did.
You don't think that it should exist?
Yeah, it should not.
Okay.
Look at what Samsung is doing. Samsung didn't come up with a junior brand like what CMF. On top of that, Samsung is so well established. If somebody like Samsung were to come out like a side brand,
like Galaxy.
This is
Just
Galaxy, for example. But you notice how there's that M series, there's a A series, there's a S, there's a Z series. They have made it nicely so you can understand it's still a Samsung phone, right? One UI is always there on all of the devices. And then the M series would be the one which has crazy battery life, but you have your so-called compromise specs and the price is great.
Yeah.
The A series is somewhere in the middle. And that is for a brand like Samsung who is already established. But you have a brand like Nothing who's just started off and you decide to come up with a sub-brand to confuse people. On top of that, Nothing wasn't as famous as it is right now. They came out with CMF and right now they are coming up with this B series. So that is the confusing part.
The confusing part really is the B series for me.
Extra. No, even when they released the 4A.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, that's the budget.
Okay.
It's still okay.
I kind of accepted 4A
But the Pro.
after a while, but the Pro kind of threw me off again.
So it's like there's a
now this
4A
is
and then there's a
throwing
4A Pro.
Yeah.
As a tech YouTuber, so it's quite like there's a lot of words when I have to say it. It's like the 4A Pro, the 4A. So sometimes it's even hard for us. So
What
keep that in mind.
if
there's
a 4B Pro?
Oh God.
They could easily do it, right? Okay, one thing I wanted to ask you. Now that it's a dual lens setup, what do you think the secondary camera is? Is it a macro or is it a zoom?
Ultra wide.
Ultra wide? Oh, okay, interesting.
Because if I know Calpe,
let's look closer. Does it look like an ultra wide lens or does it look like a zoom lens? I need to kind of go closer.
I feel it's an ultra wide, but there's something that is telling me there's gonna be a telephoto.
I think I'm gonna go with the ultra wide with you.
Okay.
Because it's a 50 meg sensor for the main.
Yeah.
It can be cropped. Number one for maybe double up as a macro and also as a telephoto.
Oh yes, because it's 50 megapixel. But they're not going to go to 146 zoom shit lah, right? Okay.
No.
Yeah, it could
Probably
be
2x zoom.
But then again, remember when the Pixel did the same thing and say who uses ultra wide? They came out with the main and they came out with telephoto. Oh, nobody uses ultra wide. But eventually, a lot of people was pissed about that.
But the main was little bit wide, although it's not an ultra wide. It's quite wide.
Yeah, because
because you can always crop in.
What's interesting is that spoiler alert, I'm actually doing a comparison video between between the X300 Ultra and the Oppo Find X9 Ultra, and from the get-go, because I'm still testing out the cameras, the main lens on the Oppo or the one-time zoom is so much wider than the Vivo. So it's quite interesting because certain phones tend to like to, start off with a wide. Some phones like to start with a more punched-in millimeter lens. So speaking of which, Abang has done a very nice table comparison between the new Nothing Phone 4B and also the 4A. Now legacy Nothing Phone 4A, which was released earlier this year on the month of February. So first and foremost, the primary silicon or the chipset.
This is quite interesting though.
Yeah, it is.
Because initially it was speculated that it was going to run MediaTek Dimensity. Very similar to...
Yeah, so I love how you cancelled it, right? So originally we thought it was MediaTek.
Yeah, so GSM Arena spotted a Geekbench result.
Ooh.
Okay, recently. With an unnamed nothing device.
Oh.
Which ran the Snapdragon 6 Gen 4 with 8 gigs of RAM, which is actually very generous
for a phone within the so-called
budget
price range, yes.
And that's about it. There's not much specs thrown into that, but at least we know that it's going to be running Qualcomm.
Yep.
Again, very surprising. There's 8 gigs. I think it's speculated to have 256 gigs of storage.
Yep.
Like a 4A. Obviously, dual camera we talked about. We don't know whether it's a zoom or macro yet for the secondary.
We would love to get your answer. Let us know your prediction also in the comments below.
If they are lifting from the parts bin, which is from the 4A, then you'll probably get the 32 meg front-facing camera as well. The display could be a 6.7 inch.
Yeah, it looks
AMOLED.
almost the same, right?
Looks almost the same. And obviously, it has a glyph bar, as we mentioned, and a unibody frame, which is carbon fiber and some silicon or something.
Still trying to figure out that middle thing there. It looks like a camera. I could be wrong. It could be like
I think it could be a sensor. What if it's like a 3D sensor? I don't know.
or like it could be either a 3D sensor or it could be
One of those monochrome black and white.
the black and white. Because those monochrome lenses are so good, not only for monochrome, but to actually differentiate between, to get the best white balance. Because that's what Vivo X300 Ultra has, which you cannot see it so obvious, but it's in there. Because one of the questions that I actually asked the head of product marketing for Vivo Global, because when I was doing a direct comparison between the Vivo X300 Ultra and also the iPhone 17 Pro Max, is that iPhone tries to make sure the white balance was like perfect. So even though it was night shot, but it looks like it was taken during the day, but the Vivo got the exact natural shot. So I said, why? And he actually said that there's a color sensor, which is something that was not on the Pro. So that could be it.
Could be, yeah.
But you know how certain phones have their main moniker or their main focus? I'm eager to find out where this 4B going to be. Is it going to be a crazy milliamps battery phone? Or is this going to be a crazy budget smartphone? Or is this going to be the middle ground?
Yeah.
That
Looks like it's a middle ground thing.
Correct.
Just super value for money.
Exactly.
Battery wise, speculated to be 5,000 milliampere hour,
So it's
which
not
is
going to
very
be
similar to the 4A.
So it's not going to be higher. You don't speculate that it's going to be so much
I
higher.
don't think so, but there's no literature on it. There's no leaked specs on it.
Okay.
But again, if you kind of look into Nothing's parts bins, is the 5,000 milliampere hour.
Absolutely. So
it could be that.
So besides the fact that we all know that Nothing might be shooting themselves in the foot by releasing this particular phone, what else is bad about this particular release? If you had to put yourself into a devil's advocate situation.
So what's interesting is that Nothing is not releasing this phone in North America and the US, which is a shock.
Okay, MKBHD all won't be reviewing the phone.
Yeah, it's prioritized apparently for India and Malaysia and other markets.
Yay! Malaysia boleh.
But definitely not US, which is a weird thing.
Why? That's quite weird, right? Somehow knowing the fact that, Nothing as a brand or even Calpay, I know we always mention about Calpay, but it's the entire team. They have a very good relationship with a lot of US creators and US audience. Is this has to do with some rules that we do not know about?
No, I think it's price point.
Okay.
I think it matters less to maybe the US, higher income, they want better devices. If they want, they probably buy a Nothing, more higher up the range.
Is it also because maybe when they did their market research that the A series was not doing the best in the US, so they decided not to release it?
Maybe.
In Malaysia, a lot of people love the A series. That's why our video reviews on the Nothing phones has been really great. We are also planning to explore a very interesting video, which I thought about for us to do, is that the title is that why I keep coming back to Nothing. So there's double meaning, right? Because after I'm done reviewing an Android phone, I always tend to go back to using a Nothing phone. Again, because of the OS, how it feels in the hand, how it just looks nicely, the whole Fuji LUT thing that I really love. So other than the availability, what else is not the best news for this particular phone, Abang?
I don't think there's anything else. I mean, in terms of memory and specs, hardware specs, I think it's a lot of phone for the money.
Okay.
So you're getting a lot of value.
Okay.
And let's just wait for the actual official price on July 7th.
Yeah. So July 7th, once again, guys, on 6 p.m. Local time. So you just have to type Nothing on YouTube. You can find it, or we'll put the links down below. All right, let's go into the second news. This is a very interesting product, which Abang Vernon found it. And as a person who works out regularly, this is a very interesting product. So talk to us about this, Abang.
I think the huge problem is this global heat wave.
Yes.
And
Yes.
as we walked for lunch, I know we were already sweating because it was 32 degrees out, which felt like 38 degrees, to be honest. So this product that Sony has released recently in Malaysia is called the REON Pocket Pro Plus. And there are two products. There's the REON Pocket Pro Plus, which is the flagship, and the cheaper one, which is Rocket 6. Okay, basically a personal air conditioner that you wear on your neck.
Okay.
Very novel idea, although it's not a new product, already in the
Yeah,
sixth
so
generation.
sixth generation. How can we never heard of number 5, number 4, number 3, number 2, number 1?
Yeah, exactly. So I've seen people wearing this kind of cooling systems on their necks.
It's like
but
Jisoo
not,
Life or something like
yeah,
not a
not
Sony
quite like
product.
this. It looks
Yeah.
quite cool. Looks very sci-fi.
It looks like that like an alien creature hanging on your back.
Yeah. So apparently it's a 5th generation.
Okay.
It's a thermo device.
Okay.
It just slips onto your neck as a neck band,
Mm-hmm.
or as an undershirt pocket, or in an undershirt pocket. So you can do that. And you must have it in contact with your skins, because that's how it works. Because if it doesn't, then it doesn't work properly.
Okay.
So what's cool about this is that if the ambient temperature, for instance, is like 35 degrees, this little device can bring temperatures down to 21 degrees on you.
Ha! What's such thing?
Yeah.
How is that even possible?
Imagine your friends around you sweating and you're there cold in your jacket, frozen.
Sounds like me on a plane.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. And it has this new thermodynamic engine, which it has heat sinks built into it, which is why it needs to have skin contact.
Okay.
And apparently this new design is also much quieter, it's much more efficient in dissipating heat and stuff like that. So and the other cool thing about it is can be used in cold weather and hot weather. So if you're in a cold climate, it can actually heat you,
Okay.
heat your body, right?
Yeah.
So in reverse. It's going to retail and is retailing for the Pocket Pro Plus. It's 1,199 ringgit.
So it's already available in
It's
Malaysia.
already available officially at Sony stores, at the KLCC, Curve, and some authorized online dealers.
Okay, that's interesting.
The Pocket 6 is 799. Quite similar with dual fans and stuff like that.
Okay, so the flagship one is 1199 and 799. My question is that you know how it hooks. Do not know how comfortable the thing is because
Yeah,
it just looks like a praying mantis in your kapala. And then
Just
it
the
just
little
hooks.
legs to
And then
hook down.
is this something that you feel can be worn for working out, or this is more like in between? So let's say you're playing pickleball, you definitely cannot wear it while playing. So it's more like you're in between, right?
Yes. And for best effect, you have to wear it for at least 10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes is fine.
10 minutes is fine. I mean, in between breaks and whatever.
But like I said, what happened to version 5,
I
4,
don't know.
3, 2, 1?
They don't talk about it. Maybe it's the first time they.
Who would have thought that Sony would come on something like this? Because when you shared this in our group chat, I was like, huh, what is this?
I was like, this is cool.
But
we
first
need
look-
this now.
First look, I thought was some sort of a camera.
Oh.
First
Yeah,
look.
I mean, the
Right?
design is very interesting.
So imagine like you could, instead of putting it at the back, you put it in front. You hook it front and then it's a camera. Right? So I thought it was a camera. when
Blow
you-
in your face.
And some more with things like DJI Pocket. So when I see this Pocket Pro, I thought that it was actually a camera when you shared it until when I click and I saw, I said, hey, it's actually not a...
But imagine me receiving this media release, right? And I saw REON. I'm like, what is this product?
Yeah. Thank God I never go like XM75 something club, blah, blah. Right? So this one
6,000.
finally got a proper decent name. Good job, Sony.
Yeah.
So let's talk about battery life. The battery life is up to 17 hours of continuous use on level 1.
Yeah.
So there are 4 levels in total. Which
I
is
mean, there's more than enough for me, to be honest.
ice
17
cold.
hours.
So level 4 is ice cold. Okay, bro.
And it charges via USB-C, so it's very convenient.
What if you put it on your knee? So like that time, remember I sprayed my knee. So imagine putting it on your knee. It's like ice cold.
It shouldn't be ice cold because it's 21 degrees. only.
Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, they call it ice cold. Okay. Whisper quiet operation, that doesn't matter because in the end of the day, people will be seeing you wearing it anyway. So give us the bad news about this. Why do you feel like this one ngam or doesn't ngam?
I think the main bad thing that I feel that it's a little bit bulky and it's something that you need to wear around your neck. If you're wearing a shirt, it's gonna like
It's gonna
bulge up and it looks weird.
Yeah, correct.
Maybe something you use at home, I guess. It's also kind of pricey because it's 1,200 ringgit if you buying the flagship, right?
Very good point.
You could buy a Jisoo fan for $100.
Yeah, the Jisoo Life.
Of course, not the same.
The way they market this is that
Turbo.
you need to wear a shirt or a t-shirt. What if you're wearing a tank top? Can it actually?
If you do, why are you wearing a tank top?
No, yeah, I'm talking about a woman. Like just say a woman wearing.
Sorry, bad mental picture, bro.
It's okay. So, yeah, it's like, what if you're wearing a singlet? Yeah. So
I mean,
it's
it will
like,
look weird, but it
Yeah.
will still perform as it should.
Betul?
Because if you don't mind it looking the way it does, then it's fine.
Okay. Then, this is actually quite interesting.
I kind of like it. I wish it wasn't so expensive. If it was, I don't know, maybe $599.
I just wanted to say that $599 would be the nice one for the Pro.
Maybe.
What's the difference between the Pro and the non-Pro again?
I can give you the spec sheet.
Yeah, let's go. Don't tell zero again.
It's not zero.
Yes.
Hang on. Dual fans. Battery life is different. Okay, so the Pocket Pro has 10 hours or 17 hours.
Wow, there's hell of a difference.
10
though.
hours is level 4. For Pocket 6 is only 5.5.
5.5. Got it.
Charging time is a little bit slow, I guess, because it has a bigger battery.
Oh,
For
God.
Pocket Pro, 120 minutes,
I
2
saw the
hours.
physical size and weight. The weight.
Yeah, so it's almost double the weight of the Pocket 6, 259 to 165.
That's heavier than a
Yeah,
smartphone.
it's heavier than
Yeah, because a regular
Pro
heavy
Max.
smartphone is like 200 plus grams. And this is like 259 grams
Yeah.
at the back of your neck like that.
Yeah,
Bro.
but of course, in terms of dissipating heat, the Pocket Pro Plus is better. 19.7 degrees surface temperature
Wow.
compared to 21.1 on the Pocket 6,
Yeah.
which is still impressive, to be honest.
It looks good. lah. I mean, I have to give it up to Sony for coming up with something very aesthetically pleasing. But like I said, it looks like an insect hanging at the back of your head. It's like like that. But it's Sony, and I love the fact that they never come out with a very weird numbering thing, and also
surprising with the model number.
Yes, and I
naming
guess it will work for Southeast Asia, especially. I saw one of my friends on Instagram. He went for a holiday in Bali, and he said that even at night it's hot. So yeah,
Well, Bali and islands
yeah.
should be very humid.
yeah, exactly. So I think this would be very good for anyone who wants to really cool themselves down. I am very sensitive to cold. So for me, heat I'm still okay. Like earlier, I went out in the sun and I was just taking photos both for the Vivo and the Oppo. I still like the sun. I love blue sky, so I'm not complaining so much about the heat. And I still feel like, I think ever since I lost like a lot of fat percentage, my ketahanan when it comes to cold is just madness. I just cannot take it. I'm just more sensitive now.
I was just talking about this heat thing with a couple of my old primary school friends. We had dinner last night and we were talking about this heat wave. One of them just came back from New Zealand, and then we were talking about our preference for cold and hot.
Oh,
So for me, I prefer cold because you can layer on to keep yourself warm and stuff like that. But if it's hot and it's overly warm,
okay.
there's only that much clothes that you can take off without getting arrested,
Okay.
right?
Good point.
Right.
For me,
if you walk naked in the streets and you've taken off every piece of garment, you're still gonna sweat if it's 35 degrees out.
Okay.
But if it's cold, you can still pile on clothes.
I was similar like you, but probably because, especially the month of February, I traveled to a lot of colder countries. I eventually kind of prefer a slightly warm outfit, a warm kind of thing. Yeah, it's cool to wear a jacket and stuff like that. But I think because I'm always traveling for work, I do not like the idea of carrying a lot of stuff. Like, I don't like the idea of carrying a jacket and then the heat tech and all that kind of stuff. And this heat tech stuff, it's very itchy, right? After you're done, it's like, So, I mean, I was on that side, maybe, but maybe because I've been traveling a lot during the first half of the year, that I did not really appreciate the cold as much as I used to. And I think because I lost weight, my sensitivity, I even asked Claude.
Your tolerance has
I
dipped.
asked Claude because it's so weird, because nowadays sometimes in shopping centers I can't take it. I was always okay with it. So that's why in a plane now, I actually wear like the inner wear, like this inner heat tech in order for me to tahan the weather. Even now when I sleep at night, I wear long sleeve and pants. I used to wear shorts and like singlet kautim, right? So I think it's depending on where you're at. But yeah, let us know what you guys think. Let's go into news number 3, which is we all love the term subscription. Just to give you all context, for Adam Lobo TV to survive as a media company on YouTube, we pay close to 3,000 plus of subscriptions every single month.
Tell us what we subscribe to.
We have Notion, we have Todoist, we have Frame.io, we have Adobe, we have
YouTube,
Submagic,
Google Workspace.
we have Claude, we have ChatGPT,
Artist.
we have Gemini Pro, Atlas.
Everything that's available,
Yeah.
we have subscribed.
Yeah, so it's not easy, guys.
Yeah,
So
it's
do
not easy.
subscribe to the channel. Speaking of which, this is a brand new channel. What the click? So if you're wondering why we are episode number 61, but we have very less subscribers for 51, is because this is a brand new channel. Our main channel is Adam Lobo TV. That's where you see our reviews. Here's where we sit down and we talk. So yeah, talk to us about subscription, Abang. What is the story?
Can we not talk about it? But I mean, we have to. Meta, the owners of Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram, is officially moving away from relying 100% of ad revenue on ads. So you know what that means?
Yes.
It means forcing users, or at least coercing them really intently, to subscribe to their different plans. So in Malaysia, they've recently rolled out a couple of tiers, which is the plus tier for WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and also they even have this all-in-one plan that covers everything, all these three.
Okay.
So what they're trying to move away is from just putting ads in your face, because apparently, I mean, ads don't work as well right now.
Wow.
Yeah, and we also know that organic traffic doesn't work.
Okay.
So they actually did this globally and in some of the selected countries, but Malaysia has been the recent one that they roll out to. The price tiers for Malaysians. Number one, WhatsApp Plus is $350 per month.
Okay.
Instagram Plus $450 a month. Facebook Plus $450 a month. There's an all-in Plus bundle, which is $12.50 a month. And then there's a Meta One, which includes AI and all that stuff. They're pilot testing it. Meta One Plus is 34 ringgit per month, which is $7.99 US. It includes expanded AI image, video, and generation. Why are we generating video from Meta? I don't
No, with
understand.
so many other platforms, why do you even use like why? Unless you own the Meta glasses, you don't need the Meta app in the first place.
So finally, there's Meta One Premium, which is 85
Holy God.
ringgit per month, $20 US. And
What's the difference between the premium and the plus, Abang?
so this would be things like more complex reasoning. If you need Meta AI thinking mode for
Think
whatever
for
reason.
yourself, lah. My point is that there's so many LLMs out there, and with Siri AI is going to be all on device. I do not know if you are one of those people who think about actually subscribing to Meta One, Meta Plus Premium. Let us know, because I'm eager to know who the
But-
hell are they trying to
But
target.
okay, so here's what you actually get, right? I mean, your question is, oh no, what about normal users? I
Yeah.
don't need all this fancy stuff.
Yep.
Will I be still be able to use it for free?
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Okay.
But I feel the base standard is going to get lower and lower. You're going to get less and less features as time moves by. You said next time you may not even have a login screen. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
You know, you have to pay for a login screen because
Yeah.
you know security is expensive. You got to pay for it. But yeah, so WhatsApp Plus, for instance, is going to give you more personalization and app customization.
Who needs that?
I don't know. Apparently, some people do.
So besides personalization,
Okay, things like, you know how in a WhatsApp chat you can pin some messages.
yeah, we
There's
do
a
it for
limit, right?
Pickable. Yeah. Okay.
This one will give you 20 active chats if you pay for Plus. If not, you get 3, I think, or 5
How
maximum.
often do you pin stuff?
I don't know.
I think we only do it for our Pickable Sunday only. That one is
know.
a 1 week
So-
out,
So a Plus will also give...
unless you cannot mute somebody more than 3 days. Then
You
you'll be
know-
like, bro, I need this feature, I need to mute this
No,
cloud.
I mean things like that will probably be rolled out
Yeah.
because they'll find a base level which people require or need.
Okay.
Okay, you
Yeah.
also get things like customizable visual themes,
Okay.
things like app icons.
App icons,
and
but it's a single WhatsApp app. So you want to change your WhatsApp app
I don't know,
icon?
exclusive ringtones.
Pay 3 ringgit 50 cents to change your icon. Baka. Okay. How about Instagram, Abang? Since we
Instagrams.
use Instagram a lot.
Yeah,
So,
Instagram is more, I think, for power users. So when
Give
you
us a
say-
lowdown.
When you say power users, is more for insights, where you get more data about who's viewing, let's say your stories and analytics behind it. You can also see an individual, how many times he's rewatched your stories, things like that. You can extend the vanishing stories timeline to 48 hours.
yeah, I
instead of
heard about
24
that.
hours.
So that feature is for the Plus.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I like that feature, but
then-
I'm not going to pay extra 4 ringgit
I don't
50
know.
cents
I
per
guess
month.
they're really targeting creators.
It's same
I
like how
think.
they keep on pushing me to get the blue tick. I'm not going to buy the blue tick, man. The blue tick deserves, or I deserve the blue tick because
And
you
I-
type Adam Lobo is my face, nobody else's
And I
face.
think the shitty thing is the blue tick is separate from
Yeah.
what you're playing for Plus.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you're not getting anything extra from the blue tick. It's just a blue tick,
Yeah.
right?
And anybody can get blue tick. I saw one fella posted on Fabrizio Romano's page when Liverpool signed Iraola, and then it looked like Arne Slot commented. Then I'm like, huh? Because there's a blue tick, and I clicked there, Arne Slot fan page. So how is it that the fan page also can get a blue tick, lah, bro? What the hell is this? Yeah,
They paid for it.
yeah, I know. So my point is that it shows how low value the blue tick is. So that's why Adam Lobo has no blue tick because I decide not to pay.
But I think, but the problem is that they introduce features. Maybe some originally should have been basic features for you. Maybe security features, privacy
Yeah.
features.
Got it.
That shouldn't be something that you pay extra for.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in the future, this is going to be all going away.
Yep.
And you're going to end up having to pay for all this.
Okay. So
Yeah.
do you think that, okay, I want to understand how are they feeding the apps? Is it going to be something like Xiaomi whereby, you have a lot of bloatware when you install the phone for the first time, set it up, and then like maybe when you're halfway opening different apps, then suddenly, is it more like when I start using WhatsApp and then I'm messaging somebody, like for example, a group chat, then suddenly one ad will pop up. Is that how the ad's going to be served to us?
It's not an ad. So it's not
Oh.
ad serving. It's just a plan that gives you extra features.
Oh.
So it's like a freemium, which is the free one, and then there are also premium features, which is the plus.
So it's not like how you download those games and download those
no
apps.
So they
whereby
are not. The reason for this move is that they want to move away from that
okay.
dependency of
Okay,
just
I'll give them
ad,
credit for that then because at least they're not feeding us with ads. They're saying that
they're
look,
still feeding us with ads, but they still want you to subscribe to Plus.
and they're stealing our data. Yes, Nick.
But they don't have
They
that
don't
option.
have ads.
They don't have
Don't
that
have
option.
ads.
Yes.
Yeah, see, I totally agree,
Even
Nicholas.
YouTube Premium is not 100% ad free. There is still a little bit of ads. The premium ads, you still do get it.
I so far did not get, but I know the YouTube Premium is a premium light and a premium. So I got a premium, not a premium light.
You know, like on your Instagram feed,
Yeah.
every 3 that you scroll is an ad.
Yeah. Yes.
It used to be 5, it used to be 7, it used to be 9.
Yeah.
Now it's like 3.
Yeah.
The next one is going to be 1
Yeah.
ad.
But for the whole idea of WhatsApp is very simple. If you guys get annoyed, just use Telegram. That's the best messaging app on planet Earth.
I've been trying to move people to Telegram, but
Same.
unfortunately,
Eventually
WhatsApp
it's
is
just
like
us and a team and my wife. And
it's a little bit like saying, "Hey, please move from Adobe to Affinity."
Oh, yeah.
You know, when people say,
Oh, yeah.
but
Tell
it's
me
like
about it.
the industry standard. So it's a bit
So with this particular discussion, we would love to know what you guys think. Let us know that does this make you want to go with this whole called premium stuff, or how is that going to be? Let us know in the comment section below, yeah?
Are we doomed? Are we in the future going to be completely... There's not going to be any social media platform that's actually free.
Well,
Do you think that day is going to happen?
remember I told you this Friendster is back. I do not know how's that coming along.
It's going to be different though, apparently.
Yeah. So I did download. I did just grab my name there, but I haven't seen it ever since. Okay, so yeah, let us know your thoughts about that. Let's go into the second last segment, which is Who Asked for This? Okay, give us a lowdown because, especially for me, it's going to be a surprise because I'll usually skip it before the podcast. So yes, Abang, let's go through. What is this particular topic?
This particular topic is, for me, incredibly useful. Sorry for not giving you a surprise, per se,
Okay.
because I think it's very useful tech and it's a useful innovation.
Oh,
So it's nothing gimmicky or
okay.
weird about it.
Okay, I'm opening the website now.
Yeah. So here's the problem. Problem is we've got all these devices around us, electronic devices. They all run on lithium-ion batteries, which is a nightmare because they rely on toxic lithium mining, which destroys the environment and ecosystems.
Yeah, absolutely
We know
agree.
that.
Yeah.
It uses supply restricted cobalt, nickel storage, and also it's packed with highly flammable chemical liquid. Because as you know, in a circuit, you need the electrolytes to, be able to conduct and stuff like that. And these can leak, can catch fire, can explode,
Yep.
as we've seen in countless devices, even vehicles, even though it's not lithium-ion. Yeah, they explode. So, the solution, there's this Singapore startup.
For your Singaporean.
Called
Good
Flint.
job, Singapore.
They announced at CES 2026.
Still, we're going back to CES 2026, which
But
is lovely.
this is not the first time that they've actually talked about this.
Oh,
in
nice.
2023, they announced this.
Oh, okay.
But they far existed their prototype phase and entered mass production already in Singapore. Okay, so it's a rechargeable paper battery.
It's rechargeable, so it's not like you use and throw.
No, it's
like
a rechargeable paper battery.
Fantastic.
And why I say paper, it's a non-toxic vacuum sealed battery pouch that has your typical materials like anode and a cathode made from zinc and manganese.
Okay.
Not cobalt and nickel, obviously.
Yep.
Which are very supply restricted.
Yes.
And also for the electrolyte, is actually using a water-based hydrogel solution. So it's non-toxic, it's not flammable, it's not going to explode.
Wow.
And the paper name actually comes from the cellulose separator layer. Usually it's like a carbon plate, but now it's a cellulose separate paper. So it's like a paper inside the battery blueprint,
Wow.
which is quite cool.
It is. It looks even cool also.
Yeah, and apparently the production costs are twice as cheap per kilowatt hour than traditional lithium batteries.
That's fantastic.
Awesome, right?
Yeah. And how about compare with the silicon carbon battery? That one, there's no direct comparison.
Because silicon
it's
carbon is
thinner.
really
Thin.
density,
Yes. Oh, yes. It's very dense.
and silicon carbon is basically very compressed, right?
Yeah.
It's still using materials
Correct,
that are
Abang. Yep.
toxic.
Okay.
So the cool thing about this is when the battery dies, you don't have to send it to a waste center. You don't have to go IPC and drop off your stuff.
Yeah.
You can literally bury it in your garden and it decomposes within 6 weeks.
It is rechargeable. How many times is it rechargeable?
It doesn't say, but they're going to use it even in EVs, in homes,
Wow.
and stuff like that.
Wow.
So it's quite cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this will come in
I
super
think
handy.
density will not be up to par of, let's say, a silicon carbon or a
Yeah.
lithium ion. But I think the environmental impact or lack of it is really the attractiveness here.
Yeah. I believe this, like what you noted here, this will be very good in powering your next Kindle, something which is a bit more smaller form factor
Yes.
to start off with.
Yes.
And then from there, but the shelf life is also the issue, right? Like if you're going to put it inside a Kindle or you're going to put it in a remote or even a wireless mouse, for example, how long can it last? Like how many years?
Good question. They didn't say how many
Yeah.
years they will last. But I think the advantage of this thing is that it's like super safe because it's not something that will explode or is
So
flammable, right?
Is this something whereby, so it comes in a packet, so which means that instead of me typically,
it's vacuum sealed. It's just like
Yeah.
a battery. It's just that
then I open it and then after I can charge my phone.
yeah.
Fantastic. So this beats like typically using a battery bank, power bank and using
Yeah,
it.
they can easily build a
And it's
power
also
bank, I'm
super
sure.
thin as well. That's
Yeah.
very interesting. So who asked for this?
The industry definitely needs this, I think.
Yeah.
We've talked about, I think we've also mentioned salt batteries.
Yep.
There's something being developed in China, and they're trying to use that in cars as well. So this is an alternative to that, which I think is good. Not using non-toxic materials is definitely good for the environment anyway. So
Okay.
I feel the world needs this.
Yeah. I feel it is something that I would love to use as well to save the environment. At the same time, it's cool. It kind of reminds me of the days whereby I used to bring an extra battery and take it out and change. Speaking of which, sidetrack a bit. You know how the EU is going to oppose and make sure that everybody has a changeable battery? So remember they were successful.
I'm not
They were
really
successful
a fan
USB-C.
I'm not really a fan of the EU because I think they're
Yeah.
really
I
stifling innovation.
But I like the idea of having a replaceable battery. So for me, we just have to wait and see. Because remember how they forced Apple to use USB-C.
I mean, if
which has
you're
benefited
not
all of
worried
us.
or you're not concerned about ingress and about waterproofing and dust proofing your devices, then I guess it's okay.
Yeah.
But if that is something that you require, then it's going to be hard.
Yes. Correct. For me, I don't mind lah. I think we had this discussion about whether or not you want that. So yeah, I do miss that. So I do not know whether they are going to
But
be imposing this.
I'm also sure that some genius mind is going to create something that is user replaceable. Maybe the casing is waterproof.
Yeah, that could be it. I mean, there's so many ways of doing it. So for the next section or the segment is the community segment. Now, as usual, the community segment is where Abang Vernon will be asking questions on our main channel, Adam Lobo TV, and he'll be having a bunch of questions together with choices for you guys to choose from. You can vote accordingly, and then we will answer your questions, and also if you have any comments, we're going to react to that and give us our own thoughts. So for this week, Abang Vernon says that we had a crazy week of tech drops, leaks all over the websites, although a little slow, but in the end of the day, with the recent tech updates, which one do all of y'all think is useful and which one is a total gimmick? So the first choice here, which is the Nothing Phone 4B going single lens, because when this was released, it was supposed to be a single lens.
Sorry, guys.
No, it's fine. So that was one of the things, but maybe we can kind of lump it up into the Nothing Phone 4B anyway. Then the Sony REON Pocket Pro Plus, which is our second news of the day.
Both we talked about today.
Also, we talked about today. What's interesting is that we also cover on the website for situations or news which relates to telco companies in Malaysia as well. So Hotlink has a postpaid 50, which is 500 GB 4G and 5G data for 50 ringgit. And then there is Siri AI.
Which we talked about last week.
Yeah, which we talked about last week extensively and also did a video on that as well. The highest vote is actually the Sony REON Pocket Pro Plus, followed by the Nothing Phone, because I guess it's a phone and people are excited with Nothing products. And then we go through the Siri AI and of course Hotlink. So first question to Abang Vernon. Would you agree with this particular poll, and what would you change about it, and what is your highest vote?
Whether I agree or not, I don't think that's relevant. But I think I kind of understand why the Pocket Pro Plus is being selected here. As you know, it's a global heat wave.
Yes. Okay.
And I think a lot of our audiences are in Asia.
Yeah, that's true.
So they probably
Okay.
understand and why you want this aircon.
Mm.
But what's interesting about this question is that I posted links to all the articles that we
Which is lovely.
wrote about.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were all pointing to this poll. So
It's nice. And we do have a total of 40 votes. So thank you so much for voting as well. So you would say, I mean, if you had to choose, would you vote for the Sony as the main thing?
yes, I would. I think it's very close between the Sony and Siri AI,
Okay, got it.
because I think Siri AI really is pretty groundbreaking,
Okay.
as we discussed last week.
Mm-hmm.
And then it would be Nothing Phone 4B.
Nice. For me, I would say the Siri AI is my main one because the more you use it, like we said, do not download it and do not install it. But I was very excited. I had my hands on in Apple Park, and I also have been using it not on my main phone, but on the iPhone 17 Air. Oh, on the iPhone Air, not iPhone 17 Air. But I think, especially on the Mac, Siri AI is just madness. So I would use that as number one. Number two would be the Nothing Phone 4B because we are eager as a tech reviewer. I never change my telco companies, although there are moments where I want to punch Maxis in the face, but I wouldn't even bother about this because I'm going to change it.
Isn't that everyone?
Yeah, exactly, right? And then Sony's one is good, but I don't think I will be getting this per se. It'll be a cool thing. I might buy it for a birthday present for you or something along the lines, but I don't think I'm going to kind of use it per se. But yeah, let's check out the comments. Let me just click over here and then we can see who commented what. Okay, first and foremost, we have Nicholas Wong. Thank you, Nicholas. I tried the previous REON Pocket. Oh, you did?
You did.
So you know the existence of this.
You never told us.
Yeah. You should bring it
He says
on
it's
Monday.
good. Wow.
Oh, so you sold it? Oh, you tried it. You tried it where? Oh, Z's one. That's fantastic.
How come we've never heard of it?
Of
Which
course,
is a
Z
weird
knows
thing.
it because it's Sony. Z
It's
knows
not a
everything Sony. Yeah, that's why it's not a camera, but it's still Sony.
Maybe he thought it was a camera, so he went to
Has
the
he even bought it? Oh, okay. This is J3 says, based on what I've seen, Siri AI so far is definitely on the hashtag useful side. Totally agree with Jay. Snail King, I like this one. I like to choose. I mean, I don't know what to choose, but I'll pick something. Can you let us know what you choose? But that is cool. So yes, guys, that is what we usually have every single week. So make sure to hit to our website if you want to find out a bit more context of each one of the topics, which Abang Vernon has done something a little different when it comes to having this overall way of doing things. But at the same time, at Adam Lobo TV's main YouTube channel is where we'll be asking this question under the community tab, and then we'll be going through it as well. Okay, so that is the conclusion of this week's episode. The video releases, we do have ones which is released if you're watching this video right now, but the upcoming video is something which is finally a little more exciting compared to the several weeks or so. So let's just talk about what released yesterday. Yesterday, we reviewed the Huawei Watch Kids X1 Pro. That was together with Chewy Chup's son. A very interesting review because we never review a kid's product on the channel yet. And no, it's not my son because although he can pass off as my son,
He can, yeah.
because he has that Chindian look kind of thing.
Yeah.
So because the parents are Chindian, I mean, it's a combo of both. So yeah, it's a very interesting review where instead of us typically reviewing a kid's product, it's nothing like having a kid to really try themselves. So that video is out if you guys are watching this on a Saturday. Then tomorrow is where we have two videos back to back on Sunday and Monday. First would be our in-depth test of the Samsung Galaxy Horizon Lock. That is something which is very interesting because, like I say, we go back way to month of February. When it was first announced, it was like, okay, by the way, this is there, but it became viral for some strange reason. So Nicholas had a very interesting idea to put the phone on a drill and then shoot and record the whole entire video. It's a very interesting video. It is one of Nicholas's first project when he joined the team, and he put a lot of effort. So make sure to give him some love and watch the video and comment. The amount of effort on that is really good. There's another video on the following day. I like this video also because of the fact that we really break down properly on Samsung's privacy display, because a lot of people think that, oh, it's just a software fix, although there were rumors of other smartphone manufacturers like Xiaomi coming out with a software fix of privacy display. I'm eager for it to come out, because I want to really compare between the hardware and also the software, which one is a bit better. So that is like an in-depth explainer video, which is one of my favorite videos to do. I love this explainer video. So that is coming out on Monday, if you guys are watching this on a Saturday, of course. And then 2 upcoming videos which you definitely need to watch is the iPhone 17 after 7 months. You all love the long-term reviews, but we never really did iPhone long-term reviews, probably ever. Usually you'll be like, we release it like maybe like 1 month and that's about it. We've been doing a lot of Android ones. So we wanted to go and revisit the iPhone 17, because right now with the brand new iOS 27, the iPhone 17 makes so much sense to get now, especially with all the latest updates. And it has been the best value iPhone to get with 3999. And yes, you can get Android phones lesser, but you all know how the iPhone ecosystem works. So we do it a very interesting video about that. And finally, so hard to get our hands on the Oppo Find X9 Pro Ultra. So we do have a video comparison between that and the Vivo X300 Ultra.
Looking forward to this.
Thank you, Abang.
The
a lot of work.
Ultra matchup.
Yes, the Ultra matchup. And since the rumored Huawei Pura 90 Ultra is coming out soon, so it's going to be a very interesting battle. We also plan to revisit the Xiaomi 17 Ultra. I'm trying to get back the phone as soon as possible. So yeah, stay tuned for that video as well. A lot of interesting upcoming videos as well. So not only for y'all to subscribe here, because every time when we review a phone, we'll have like a further context here for me and Vernon to discuss further, and certain things which was not mentioned in the review, we'll talk about it over here. But also at the same time, don't forget to subscribe to our main channel, Adam Lobo, as well, or Adam Lobo TV. So with that, we'd like to say thank you so much for joining us for episode number 61 of What the Click. My name is Adam Lobo.
My name is Vernon. See you in the next one.
Bye-bye.